All right, here we are on USDJPY on a monthly time frame. Price has broken this previous month high right here, and I believe it's still continuing higher because there's a very strong momentum. If we go down to the weekly, if we go down to the weekly to see if we're continuing higher, then you see that the weekly fair value gap was created right here. We have a weekly fair value gap being created right here, which price can then retrace into before continuing higher. But if you see clearly, this is not a fair value gap that can be created that can be traded into because we have a very big rejection off of this fair value gap, and we also break this previous high, this previous candle high, right? We break through this previous candle high. So I believe that we do have some kind of a fair value gap in here on the daily time frame or 4 hour that can actually push price higher, right? That actually push price higher to the upside. So right now, let's go to the daily. On the daily, what we see is that we do have a fair value gap being created right here already. We have a fair value gap being created already, right here, right? And price has taken into it beautifully, beautifully. Price think into it beautifully and then took out this high. So we kind of like missed the trade. We kind of missed the trade. So, but let's go down to the 4 hour to see if we have another opportunity, another entry opportunity. On the 4 hour, everything is still dormant. We do not have anything. We did had this 4 hour fair value gap price traded into it earlier ago. We had this 4 hour fair value gap. I believe that this was a fair value gap that gave us that push. This is it. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yes, this is it. This is a five. This was a fair value gap. So price came into this fair value gap right here, then gave us that big push to the upside, taking out this high, this previous high, taking out this previous high, right? So we would have gotten into this trade right here, and then we would have targeted this high. So right now, we are seeing price sweeping these lows right here and then pushing back to the upside. This is beautiful. We can go to the 1 hour, see if we have any 1 hour bullish fair value gap. Yep, we do. We do. We have this 1 hour bullish fair value gap. And if we go down to the if we go down to this was where the fair value gap got tapped. That was the far first tap. Let's just mark out the fair value gap, right? Let's just mark it out. Okay. If we go down, if we go down, okay. If we go down to our 5 minutes, go down to the 5 minute for our entry. If we go down to the 5 minute for our entry, you'll see that you'll see that the first candle, our sharp turn, this is it. This was our sharp turn. We would have had we would have taken some losses, right? We would have taken some losses, but but the the thing is, if we wait, if we would have waited for the rejection to happen, if we have waited for the rejection to happen, because price came into this fair value gap with it break, right? Price came into this fair value gap with the potential of creating a a bearish fair value gap, right? So if we would have waited for price to then uh we are waiting for price to then give us a sign of rejection, like after this candle was being created right here, then we would have taken our trade right here. This is why when using this entry model, you do not need to rush. I don't need to rush. We would have taken our trade right here. Fair value gaps going lower and fair value gaps going higher. Would have taken our first trade right here. right here. Our first long trade right here. That would have been the trade. Target would have been 1 to 2, and there you go. That would have been our trade. That would have been it. That would have been our trade. I would have targeted these highs, but this would have been my trade. This would have been my trade. So this is it. This is for USDJPY. This is for USDJPY. So right now we're waiting for those fair value gaps to be created on the higher time frame. On the 4 hour, we're waiting for those fair value gaps to be created, so we can then know our direction if we're going higher or if we're going lower. So that is it, guys. Here again, this is Usdjpy currencies. Me, this is me documenting my trading journey. I do videos like this every single day, across multiple pairs, so you guys can go through it and maybe help yourself or correct me if I'm doing something which is wrong. All right. So thank you very much, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.